Okay, guys, Panzer J back here in Operation GoldenEye. We are up to turn 17.4 and 17.5 for the Commonwealth and the Free French. So let's get into our tech rolls. Not that it really matters this late in the game. For the British, I guess we're going to go for advanced artillery and jet fighters, which are both at stage 1. And heavy armor, I guess we'll try. So let's go for advanced artillery first, 7 or higher. And that was a complete miss. And that was a miss as well. There we go. We got a 7, so we succeeded there. Heavy armor takes an 8 or higher. A 5, that misses. And then jet fighters takes an 8 or higher. And a 12. So we got 2 of the 3, so we'll move advanced artillery up to stage 2 and jet fighters up to stage 2. Okay, so that's it for tech. On to purchases. So the UK proper has $40 to spend. I think that's the most we've had in quite a while. We're going to purchase 8 infantry for 24, 2 artillery for 8, that's 32. An infantry or a militia upgrade and a militia for 4, that's 36. And then an airborne for 3, 39, and save $1. The FEC has 4, and they're going to spend it all getting a colonial infantry. Anzac has 7, and they're going to save it. So on to combat. We actually have, I think, 4 for the UK this turn. None of them are really anything big, but we're looking for any little victories we can get here. So obviously this turn here, 17 is where we're going to roll to see if the game will end or not. Now, I believe it's only a 1 or a 2 that it ends on. So that's, 1/6 of a chance. So that's about 16.5%. I know GW36 is much more of the mathematician than I am, but I believe it's around 16.5 or so % chance. So you would think the game isn't going to end now, and that's kind of influencing what I'm doing here. I mean, I could do some more serious attacks right now. The problem is that none of them are sustainable. I mean, they might get a temporary victory, but then the Axis are just going to be able to counterattack on turn 18 if the game went to turn 18 and just take out whatever gains I get this turn. So I'm just going to take the chance that the game isn't going to end now and just continue to build up a little bit. Percentages wise, unless, some enemy capital, some major power capitals fall here, the game should go till at least through 19 or even 20. So I'm going to, just take the chance that it's going to continue a little bit, at least for a few more turns. Like I said, if I did any major attacks this turn here, they'd succeed. But then, like I said, I would just get pushed out the next turn. Now, if the game ends up ending this turn, well, then, then it wasn't a good gamble on my part. But again, percentages are with the game continuing for a couple more turns, so I'm just going to hope that those percentages hold and just kind of continue to build up a little bit. So as far as actual attacks, we got to walk in over here. It's not worth anything, but again, we're looking for any small victories we can get. So one of the infantry here in Nubia is going to walk into Eritrea and take that for the British. I'll move that chip to an infantry sculpt here later. Again, not worth anything. A second attack is going to be, we're going to take our Strat Bomber here in northern Algeria and come over 1, 2, 3 and carpet bomb Tobruk with that Italian militia. Third attack is going to be, we're going to attack the Balearic Islands, I guess. So we're going to use our 4 fighters here in Murcia, Valencia and come over 1, 2. Those 4 fighters are going to attack a Strat Bomber and a militia. I want to say a partisan. I'm using the partisan sculpts because I ran out of militia sculpts for the Germans. But anyways, militia and a Strat Bomber on the Balearic Islands. And then our last attack, we are going to take our heavy Strat Bomber, thanks to the United States. It's in London, and it's going to come 1, 2 and carpet bomb the militia in Picardy. And GW36 doesn't, I believe, have any units that can scramble that are adjacent, so we should be good to go there. And those are going to be our 4 attacks. I don't believe we're not doing anything with the FEC, and we're not doing anything with Anzac either. So, yep, those will be our 4 attacks. So we got our walk-in over here. We took Eritrea from the Italians. Then the next one we'll do is our regular strat bomber over here going into Tobruk. So again, the militia won't get to fire back. We get 3 D12s at a 2 or less. And no hits. 11, 7, and 9. So we missed out there. Then we will do, how about our heavy strat bomber in Picardy? So we get 5 D12s this time at a 2. And again, we missed a 7, 12, 9, 6, and a 4. So strat bombing, no good this turn. Okay, so then the last battle is going to be on the Balearic Islands. So we got 4 fighters at 6s against a militia at a 2 and a strat bomber at a 2. So we get our 4 fighters at 6s. A 1, 10, and 2, 7. So 1 hit. Unbelievable. Okay, 2 responses at a 2. An 11 and 12, they both miss. So I would assume he would take the militia. So we're going to press our attack. So 4 fighters at 6. Oh my God. A 5, a 9, and 2 8s. We got 1 more hit. That's all we needed. So that means I missed 6 out of 8 with my fighters. Okay, so he gets a strat bomber at a 2. And of course, got a hit. So I lost a fucking fighter. So how wonderful. So that was pretty good. Oh boy. Well, that's par for the course with this game for the UK. Okay, so that's it for combat. On to non-combat. So let's see. We've got our heavy strat bomber. Went from Picardy, flies back to London. It's only a total of 4 movements, so we're good there. The strat bomber that attacked Tobruk went 3, so it'll go 1, 2, 3 back to northern Algeria. And then our 3 remaining fighters, one of them is going to land on a light carrier that's coming up here into 50. The other 2 will fly down to northern Algeria. So on to non-movement for our non-combat movement for our ships. So this light carrier is going to come up 1, 2, and that's where that fighter is going to land on. Also coming up there is going to be, how about 2 destroyers? And then from C Zone 80 off of this fleet card, I'm just going to move the fleet card up there because most of the ships are going there. So I'm going to leave 2 destroyers behind off of that fleet card. And we'll say 2 light cruisers as well will stay behind. So the rest of that fleet consists of 5 heavy cruisers and a battle cruiser. So they'll go into, what sea zone is that? Sea zone 50. So I might as well put these 3 ships on that fleet card as well. Okay. So that's it for ships. And I believe that is it for non-combat over here. The FEC is staying put in British Malaya. And let's see, for the Australians, I guess we're going to, let's see. Actually, we're just going to stay put where we are, so nothing for Anzac either. So now on to unit placement for the British. We have 8 infantry. They're all going down in our major factory in London. So we can produce 8 units for a major factory with our improved factories. So those 8 will go there. We've got 2 artillery, which we're placing in Normandy at our minor factory there. The militia upgrade is here in Normandy. So that's one more infantry there. And then the militia is just going right down in Normandy as well. And then our airborne, actually, I got to change that up because I only got room for 8 in London. Okay, so we're going to put 7 of the infantry in London, 7 of the 8 we purchased. And then the 8th unit is going to be the airborne we're going to put down in London. And then this infantry, we can just put him up here in the British Midlands. I'll get a sculpt for him later. Okay, and that's it for the British. On to the FEC. We had a colonial infantry, and we're going to place him in British Malaya. And that is it. Anzac didn't purchase anything. So on to collect income. We've got 27 for the British, and we saved $1. So that's 28 plus our wartime economy, another 8. So what's that? 36. So we got 36 as the British. And the FEC is at just $2. And they spent everything, so that's 2 for them. Anzac saved 7. They're at 7, so that's 14. And I believe we finally have our first bonus as the UK, and it seems like forever, because it doesn't seem like there's any warships in the vicinity of Australia. So I can't remember if that's a $1 or a $2 bonus, so let's check real quick. That is +2. So we saved 7, are at 7, and a $2 bonus. That should be 16 for the Australians next turn. So that is it for the Commonwealth. So on to the Free French. So they have 6 to spend, and they're doing 2 militia and a militia upgrade. Okay, and they do have a combat move. So we are going into Tobruk here with our 3 infantry, our cavalry, and a fighter from northern Algeria. It goes 1, 2, 3. Again, not worth anything, but we'll see what we can do. I believe, I'm not sure, it's got the half circle. It's not a complete circle, so I'm not sure if that's considered a city or not. I'm not sure, but let's go ahead and roll first our fighter at 6 or less. Misses. The cavalry 3 or less. Misses. 3 infantry at 2 or less. We got a hit there with a 2. Okay, so his militia in return. Let me double check here real quick with city. I think it's, what is it, +2 maybe? I can't remember offhand. Let's take a look. I don't think there was any negative to cities. Cities give defending infantry class units +1 defense on all rounds of combat and target selected a 1. A city that's surrounded. Okay, so just a +1. So he'll get a 3 with his militia, and a 9 misses. So the Free French go ahead and take Tobruk. Not worth anything, but another small victory for the Allied forces. And that is it for the Free French non-combat. The fighter went 3, so it's going to go 1, 2, 3 back to northern Algeria. We have unit placement, 2 militia, and a militia upgrade. So we're going to do a militia in Cyrenaica. The infantry upgrade is going to be here in Tripolitania. And then we'll just put the second militia right back down in Tripolitania as well. And that's it for the Free French. So they spent their 6. They're at 5, so they collect 5 for next turn. So that should be it for the UK and the Free French. Not really much to go over. Normandy added 2 more artillery and 1 more infantry. London added 7 infantry and another airborne. And that's really about it. Everything else was pretty minor or stayed the same. So turning things over now to GW36 Enthusiast for his Italian turn. This could be the end. If so, then I thank you guys for watching. Wish I could have put together a better performance as the Commonwealth and the French here, but definitely it was a learning experience for a future game when I am in control of the Commonwealth here. So if not, if it doesn't end, which hopefully it shouldn't, then we will see you guys on turn 18.